Okay, welcome back everybody. Now that our skeleton is set up and properly skinned, the next step is we're going to be adding animation controls for the body and arms. This will give animators a good way to control the rig and body movements instead of trying to translate it or rotate the bones themselves, which is not a good thing. So, we're going to go ahead and start off with the main control. And that's going to be exactly down at the feet. So you can go to create, you can go to, let's see, NURBS primitives and go down to circle. And we're going to go ahead and scale this up. Let's go to poly model and we're going to freeze that. So now let's go ahead and add a control for the spine. So duplicate the circle. So press Alt 2 to get rid of the mesh or hide the mesh, and hold down V and bring it up to the first or the second joint on the base of the spine. And we're gonna scale this down. Press Alt 2 because we don't want to go inside, but we also don't want it to be too big. So we're gonna go about right about there. Go ahead and freeze that, and we're gonna do this for the rest of the skeleton for the spine. So we're going to go duplicate, or you can hold shift and see how this arrow says clone. Bring it up, and then you can hold down V. We're just going to duplicate this. And again, do not forget to clear your or freeze your history or freeze your hand transforms and delete history. Well, these won't have any history, but it's always a good habit to get into. So we've got enough controls for the spine. So let's go ahead and do the neck next. So we're going to go duplicate, and we'll rescale these once we need to. Duplicate. There we go. Alt 2. Okay. So now let's go ahead and start scaling this. Scaling these down to where they're the proper size and shape. Once we get to them to where we want them, I'm gonna change these so I'm gonna change the shape of these just so like this one is not in the chest, which I think that one might be this joint might be a little too low, but we're not gonna change that just yet, or we're not gonna change it. I'll make it work. So we're gonna go ahead and grab both sides of these, press B. We're gonna bring this up to where it highlights everything except for the middle two control points. And I'm going to bring this up to where it's kind of like a little collar on her. And now I'm going to grab this one, and I'm going to pull this back a little bit. There we go. And so this one, we're going to go ahead and bring down, but we're going to snap this, or we're going to hold down D and V and snap it up, just so it's just visible for the neck. If I was to do the clothes, let's go ahead and show the clothes. We might need to try and make some different type of way, figure out a different way so the animator can grab a hold of those controls without worrying about the clothes. Which I might do that one of these days. Right now we're just worried about the main body. So now we've got the chest and the neck done, or the spine and the neck. We're going to make one for the hips, and then we're also going to make one for that's going to be the center of gravity. So let's go ahead and duplicate this one more time. We're going to make this one the center of gravity. There we go. We're gonna change that, but so I'm gonna go ahead and go to create, nerves primitives, circle, and I'm gonna click on this. But before I do anything, I'm gonna go down here and I'm gonna probably put let's do 32 sections in it. Which when you do that, you go to control vertex, hold down your right mouse button, go to your control vertex, and it's gonna have this. It's gonna have all these little like vertices. So now we're going to go ahead and hit the top view. We're going to zoom in and press B to get rid of the, um, I don't remember what that's called. And then we're going to select every other vertice. And there's probably a faster way to do this. I don't know it. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and scale that down just to make it look a little different than the others. And now let's go ahead and press Control 1. Oh, I pressed Alt 2 on accident. And now we are going to bring that up to the hip as well. So that's W, press V. There we go. So this one is going to be our center of gravity. And you could do a couple different things to make it to do center of gravity. Like I've seen arrows that point all four directions. So now I'm just to be on the safe side, I'm going to select all of these and I'm going to just freeze history again. And let's go ahead and delete the history as well. So we've got this done, and now we want to go ahead and um, let's see, what is it? Oh yeah, we're gonna make the head control. So make a square. We're gonna go to create curves tools. Go to ZV curve tool. Click on the box and make sure it's on linear one or one linear. So that's good. Go down to the box and we're hiding mesh. So let's go ahead and hide this for now. There we go. Click right here to reactivate the tool you just had. And we're going to hold down V and we're just going to go around the box on all corners. This can be a little bit complicated and annoying because you can't really see what corners you've gotten and what corners you haven't. Okay, delete. Okay, I got all the corners on that one. So let's go ahead and unhide the body and Alt 2, and we're going to bring this up to the head right there. So we don't want it that far down. So we're going to select the box and we're going to bring it up to where we want it. And we can scale it down, scale it a little bit. There we go. Freeze the transforms. And there we go. We got our head control. So we got the main head down, which is great. So now we're gonna go ahead. We need to name these. So let's go right here. We're gonna name CT head control, and we're gonna go center of gravity. CT hip control. So, with the way I did this, okay, this is going to be master control. And that's the one at the very bottom. This is going to be CT back 01 bind. Or no, control. We're not doing the skeleton again. This one will be CT back 02 control. This one, CT back 03 control. And again, you can use a tool to speed this up just a little bit. Okay. CT back 04 control. Now we're on to the neck. CT neck 01 control. CT neck 02 control. CT neck 03 control. So we got those named. So now we're going to connect them all together. So this one. So when you have the hip selected, you want all of these all of the chest and neck and selected. So we're gonna go ahead and drag drag 02 underneath the one, and we're just gonna go up that. So the neck is a little bit different because we want to be able to turn our head without turning the neck at all. Unless you have a spline IK, which I'm not going to be going over because there's a little bit in that I don't understand. So we're going to go ahead and do this. So it's a little bit backwards on this part. Oh wait. No, it's not backwards. There we go. Then we're going to put the head underneath 03. There we go. And we're going to put this one underneath the back. There we go. And the back we're going to put underneath the hips. And then the hips underneath the center of gravity. And we have our proper hierarchy for this. So we're going to do this real fast. So select the hip joint, select the CT hip, go up to constrain parent. You want maintain offset turned on. I'm not sure if I don't think that matters since we snapped them. Oh, wait, what's okay? 1 second. Oh yeah. So apply. Okay. So there we go. Select the back, go to the back joint right where we want it, and press G, and it's gonna redo the last command. And you can just do this real fast. There we go. All right, let's see how this works. Look at that. Ah, so those are working great. Feel like I'm doing something wrong here. So I paused it for a second to figure out what I did wrong. So what I did wrong is I accidentally parented the hip underneath the back. You don't want to do that. So just grab the back 01 control and just put it underneath because you want these separate. Because you want to be able to move your hips, without moving your back. So, so basically, if you want to raise your hip a little bit, without like when you're like when you're walking, but so with the center of gravity, you could just control it all. Sorry about that. All right, so with that being done, we're going to go ahead and set up the FK system for each of the arms. So we're going to make a group, and I'm going to name this one left arm. So we're going to go ahead and name this. So we want it to be in the same name as this one. So we're going to go ahead and copy this, and we're going to go name it, and then just paste it, and then we're going to go put this into and name it and have it as pad. So now that we got that, we're going to go ahead and create another control or another circle, and we're going to slide it underneath there. And we're going to name this one the same thing, but we're going to name it control. So now what we want to do is we want this to be up here. We're going to have this one control this arm. So you could do this a couple ways. You could select this, select the pad, shift select the shoulder, go up to modify, match transforms, and then match all transforms. And then it's gonna have the control will have the same axis as the shoulder, which is what we want. So we're gonna go ahead and shrink this down. And with this model having 4 arms, and you're not gonna be able to see the entire control, I'm going to go ahead and let's freeze the transforms on this. Control 1 to isolate it. And then we're going to go to control vertices. And we're going to go press B, and we're going to scale that up so it selects everything except for these 3 right here. And oh, what happened there? All right. Okay, there we go. All right. Control 1, control vertex, select the very bottom one, and so hold down Control Shift and go to World. No. So let's go ahead and go back so it's a little bit easier for us because it's not gonna be all wonky. Uh, let's let's go down here. Control 1, Control Vertex, select that one, the bottom one, press B, and bring it up so it selects everything except for that last one, and bring it in because I'm going to make this the shoulder. There we go. So now we can select the pad, select the shoulder, and we're gonna go uh, modify, match all transforms. There we go. Perfect. We'll just leave it there. No. We're gonna go ahead and rotate this to where we want it. And it's there. It's already like that, so we're going to scale it down. And there we go. And we're going to bring it out. I might try. No, that should work. Alt 2, hold down DV and center on the joint. And now just freeze the transforms. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, we're in, there we go. And there we go. We have it. And then we're going to go ahead and duplicate this. Actually, no, we won't. Because now we're just going to have it the same way. So press Control G, create another circle. I'm going to go to curves, drag it underneath the group. And we're going to take the elbow's name, do the same thing we just did for the first one, just for the elbow. By those both left arm 0-1. That should be 2. There we go. Oh well. So now we can go select that, select the elbow, and do what we did before, modify and match all transforms. Now let's go ahead and rotate this. We don't need to do anything special with this one other than get it lined up properly and shrink it down. There we go. Freeze the transforms, and boom. There we go. And then for each of the arms, this shoulder. Oh, speaking of which, I found a better way to do this lower arm. We're going to go ahead and remove these clavicles. We do not, like, I was playing around with it and we do not need them. So we're going to go ahead and go up to skeleton, remove joint. Oh, I guess we need to have them selected. So skeleton, remove joint. Skeleton, select the clavicle on the other side. Skeleton, remove joint. We might have to do a little bit more weight paint, add a little bit of weight painting on this to make it a little bit to flesh it out, but that's fine. Having two clavicles, I think, just would be really confusing. So we're gonna we'll play with this and figure out what would be the best way to set up a control for this. So we've got this side done, and we're gonna go ahead and duplicate these, and we're gonna move this one to the right shoulder, but we'll just have to flip it around because right now it's on the other side and we do not want that, or it's the opposite. So we're going to go ahead and hold down J, and we're going to rotate it to where it's 180 degrees. And it should be the same on each side. Should. I'm no expert. There we go. Let's go ahead and freeze that. Make sure it's doing what we want. There we go. Select the elbow one, and what if I press G? Nope. Okay, so modify all transforms. There we go. And let's make sure to change these to right. We're not going to be connecting these joints until we build the IKFK system. I guess I forgot to name that one. Oh well. There we go. There we go. But we can go ahead and connect them so we can put them in the right order. So select the left arm 2, slide under left arm 1. So when we select the shoulder, it'll move the elbow. Do the same thing for the right arm. There we go. So with that being done, we're going to go ahead and work on the IKFK switch. So what you want to do here is select the shoulder joint. Actually, let's go. We need to make the clavicle IK. So for the clavicle, the best way to do this, or what I was showing, we're going to go to skeleton, and we're going to create IK. We're going to make, so right now it is on row plane solver, and we want to go to single chain solver. Select the first joint of the clavicle, and select the shoulder joint. So what this is going to do right here is this is going to help us better control our shoulder. So now we're going to go make an arrow. I want my grid back. And we're going to go ahead and hide everything. Hide. That'll work. Hide. Ah. So you could go about making an arrow in a couple different ways. But if you use what is this, a polygon plane, and you lower all the subdivision heights, you can make a little square like this. There's our no. So press W, and you want to clone this to the front, and we're gonna scale it just like so. And select this polygon plane. Select the vertices at the top. Um, hold down Shift, right click, go up to Merge Vertices, and merge to center. Now you got your arrow. Now you want to go to Create, Curves Tool, EP Curve Tool, and hold down V and just go along the edges. Press Enter, delete the planes, and we're going to go ahead and duplicate this once, bring it over here, and we're going to duplicate this one more time. Press R, or no, E to rotate, hold down J, and snap it until it's 90 degrees. So here's something new. So say you want to combine these right here. How would you go about it? Uh, let's hold down Shift and nope. So how you'd combine these? Let's go up here. Let's grab that, and so I don't confuse you. We're gonna make another group, and we're gonna go up to Display, and we're gonna select this little shapes box, and it's gonna bring each of these out. So with that being done, all you have to do is select the curve shape, select the group we just made. Oh wait, we need to freeze these two. Freeze the transforms, or this won't work. So select the curve shape, select the group, and you want to press, what was it? Dash R, dash S, parent. Give me 1 second. So I got it backwards. Okay, so what you want to do is go down into this little box down here, right here, and you want to type parent dash S dash R. And you're going to get them into this. And now we can go ahead and delete these curves, turn off that shapes, and there we go. We can name this curve whatever we want when we use it. So we're going to grab this. the shoulder joint, or the shoulder controlled. So we're going to name this left shoulder control, and let's bring everything back, unhide. We're going to select this, the shoulder control, and we're going to bring it up. L2, hold down B, let's go ahead and bring it to the shoulder, and we're going to rotate it by 90. We're going to need to scale it down by a lot. Alt2, and now we're going to bring it up to the shoulder. I don't really like how that is, but it will work. A lot of information here. So now we're going to go select the controller, select the IK, and we're going to go constrain parent. So now, when you grab this, you can have it control the shoulder. And let's name this IK, left shoulder IK. Okay. So now let's go ahead and start. Well, we need one more box. Let's go grab this. We're going to duplicate this. We're going to pull it out of the neck. And we're going to go ahead and name this left, what was it? Arm left arm IK control. Nope. There we go. We're going to bring it down here and we're going to go modify, match all transforms. And we're going to scale this down by a lot. F. There we go. D. And then DV. Snap it to the wrist. And now. So with that being done, select the. Oh, what's going on? I will select it. Select it, and you want to go freeze, transforms, and delete history. So now that we have that done, we should probably go ahead and figure out what we're going to be doing on here. So I'm going to pause the video while I play around with trying to figure out what would be the best way to set up a control for this arm right here. It might be a weird one. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, we'll figure it out though. I'll be right back. Okay, so I decided to go with a circle. I'm not entirely sure how well it's going to work for it, but I brought the circle down to about right where the arms join together, and then I used D and V to move the pivot back, and then the rest of the system is the same as it was. And all you have to do is go ahead and rename them accordingly. So left arm, lower. Just so I don't have to redo this. Go over here. We're just going to replace that with an R. There we go. Replace that with an R. Delete R. And delete that. There we go. Alright, so we got that done. So now I'm going to show you how to do this one. It's basically the same it's the same concept, but you want to have a pad for this one. So I'll go ahead and show you on the lower arm. So create a group, and then you want to go ahead and go create circle, pull it in. And let's see, left hand controls. So we're going to go ahead and name this left hand lower control, left hand lower control. Oh, this one's supposed to be pad, not control. There we go. So now grab that, go here, and we go mesh transforms. And there we go. We'll just leave it there. Okay, so now grab it. You just want to pull it out to here, about here. And we're going to go ahead and rotate it, and we're going to scale it back down a little bit. And we're going to rotate this down. I didn't notice that handle was all messed up. And just a little bit more. Let's freeze the transforms. And that looks good. That looks really good. Well, as good as it can be, I guess. Alright, so now, oh, there we go. Let's just put these hand controls on the other side. Duplicate. Select. Match transforms. Alright, so you see how the control is all messed up? Why is that centered? That should not be centered. Is this one centered? Why is that centered? That should not be centered. DV. Oh, because I didn't do that. Oh, there we go. So now let's go ahead and redo this. Delete that. Select that. Duplicate. Go over here. Select that one. And modify. Match all transforms. Circle. J. And try and see if you can get to where it lines up like it did with the other one. And sometimes you might not be able to, and you'll just have to eyeball it. Just like that. Freeze transforms, and there you go. Now let's duplicate that one again. And go to the top hand. Select there, modify, match all transforms. That one looks good. Okay, so now we just gotta rename these. Right. Right. Get rid of that one, pesky one. Right. Get rid of the lower. And apparently my spelling is very bad right now. Hand. There we go. Copy, paste, control. There we go. Okay, so that part is done. And for the hands, for the hands, we can go ahead and parent these to them, but we want to use an orient constraint because they just rotate. They don't do anything else. G and G. Okay. So I'm going to show you the fingers, what I do with the fingers on one hand, and then I'll speed up the video and show you for the rest of the hands. I might slow back down when I transfer them to the right hand because transferring them to the right hand is a little bit weird and it can affect how things it can cause some issues. Let's just put it that way. So here we go. So for the fingers, this is turning into a mess. Let's see if I can try and clean this up a little bit. Knee, knee, knee. So master control. Let's clean this up real fast. Master control goes at the top of the list, and all controls will go into this. Center of gravity, arms, arms, go. I didn't. Oh, I forgot to do that to the shoulder. Let's go do that. Okay. Right shoulder. Okay. Duplicate that. Group it. -1. So this is one way to. Oh, here. Let me explain this. Uh, so we want the control to be on the other side. So we're going to go ahead and duplicate. This is one way to mirror a shoulder control. Or, well, any control really. Wait, what's going on here? Give me 1 second. I messed up. Okay. So duplicate the shoulder control. And then you want to group it. Go to scale X -1 and it'll jump to the other side. There are some issues with this that happens, and I'll explain that when the issues pop up with the fingers. Right shoulder one. There we go. Select that, constrain, parent. There we go. Okay. Did I parent this? I did. Okay, so now let's see. IK, IK. Put that in there. Shoulder control. We're going to put all these underneath the master control at some point. I'm just not going to do it right now. Where are you at? I guess you're already underneath there. Yeah, let's just put them underneath the master control. We're just trying to clean up the scene a little bit better so we don't get lost. Something cool about the IK groups is we can make a group and name it IK group. And we can put every IK that we make underneath this, just more organized. What is this? Oh, that's the thing we made for the pole vectors for the IK. So we'll go ahead and move that over there because we're going to need that at some point. Grab you, grab you, grab you. Master, right shoulder, grab master, IK group. We'll go ahead and put that right there. Ah, now that we have that done, let's go ahead and work on the fingers. So we want to do is make one group and then press control group again to make two groups. So this first one is gonna keep the all the translation and rotation and scales. Well, probably not scales of the joint that we're gonna be matching the transforms to. This one is going to be used to set up our set driven keys for like finger curls, and I'll go over that as well. Maybe towards the end of all my videos once we're finalizing everything. So with that, let's go ahead and create another circle and isolate it. And we're going to go ahead and grab the bottom and we're going to make kind of like a little moon. I've seen a couple different ways to make this, and once you go, once you get your own style going and play around with different types of controls, you can figure out what works best for you. That's actually one of the things I'm working on is trying to find my own style for controls. So, but for now, I'm going to keep doing it the way I've been doing it. Alright, so now that we did that, we're going to select the group one, and we're going to go to the first joint on the thumb. Modify, match all transforms. Then I'm just gonna rotate this probably 180 and then rotate it on the Z by 90 and we're gonna scale it down by a lot. F and we're gonna scale it. Gonna bring it out. There we go. A little bit more. Control 2, DV, and there you go. We got the first thumb joint. So now let's go ahead and duplicate this, and we're going to go down the thumb chain. Modify, match all transforms. Duplicate. Oh, no, you want to just select, make sure only the group is selected. If not, you're going to duplicate the fingers as well. Go down to the next joint and press G. Oh. Duplicate. Go down to the next joint, press G. There we go. So now we just gotta bring these into the right hierarchy. So it'll be this thumb will be at the bottom of the hierarchy, and this thumb control will be at the top. So sometimes we'll see if it works. If you duplicate this, and you can go to the index finger, match all transforms, and it worked this time. So you don't have to worry about it too much. You're just gonna have to play around with the fingers. We're gonna go control. This is so you don't have to worry about messing anything up with your thumb. If you go to your controls and you scale it and move it around to where you want it, it won't mess up the rest of the controls in the hierarchy. When if you were to do this, see how all of them are moving. This is a little bit more annoying, but it works. So one thing you're going to need to do once you're done with this part is R. Is you're going to have to go to each group. So this group is going to be good. This one is in the wrong location, so modify, match all transforms. Second group, third group, same thing. Oh, modify, match all transform. What's going on here? Why is that all weird? Not that it mess up the scales. Oh, we'll just freeze the transforms again. Freeze transforms. There we go. Match all transforms. And G. There we go. So now let's just rotate these just a little bit. Oh, see what I mean? But there's not much we're going to be able to do with this. There we go. W, W, L2. Oh wait, we need to do this right here. Modify, all transforms. There we go. Now, we just need to rotate this now. Just so it's where we want it. Right there. Freeze. We need to fix the shape of that. And it might be easier if you were to just make one for the thumb and then one for yourself or for your fingers. Whatever is easiest in your mind. There we go. I'll bring this back and redo this part. Oh, there we go. So duplicate that. Go to your middle finger. And let's see if we can do this again. Match all transforms. Nice. This is what happens when you have things set up right. G. G. I am liking this. It's working out very well. G. If you notice that I say what button I'm doing, it's to help me remember, memorize certain key bindings. But then I get in the habit of just repeating them. But whatever works, right, guys or gals? Oh, got a messed up one here. I'm pretty sure I checked all these, but let's just double check. So, display, transform display. Oh wait, select hierarchy, display, transform display, local orientation. Ah, see, I messed up. Wonder if what would happen. Skeleton, joint orientation, apply, apply. Aha. See how it got all fuckered up? Or screwed up, excuse my language. So now, we've got to go ahead and select the mesh, go to NG skin tool, paint. I want to make sure. Huh. There we go. And other studio ones. What is that? I'm not sure what's going on here. we're going to need to fix that. And we will. Something's going on with our weight painting on that side. That's weird. Well, we're not going to worry about that right now. So where was I? Oh yeah. So skin, select the skin, select the base weight, file, export layers. Go to desktop, rainy weight, type in rainy weight or type in whatever you want to make sure just so you know where it is. And there we go. We're going to go skin, unbind skin. And let's go ahead and fix this real fast. Skeleton, orient, and apply. Oh, we don't want that one. We just want this one. Apply. Let's go ahead and just double check the other fingers just to make sure they are good. Select hierarchy, skeleton, or display, transform, look. Okay, that looks good. Select hierarchy, transform, local. From what I am seeing, everything looks good. Display, local. Go. Oh, I fixed this one right here. Apply. Oh, apply. I don't want to really screw it up. Let's see. Just circle, turn this real fast. Wait. There we go. And freeze. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and, what is that? What is that? Oh, that's what that is. Why is that over there and I don't have it over here? Oh, I messed something up. That's not supposed to be there. Alright. We'll worry about that some other time. Alright, so select the hands and we're going to turn off all these little displays. They're a little distracting. Select hierarchy, display, local. There we go. And go back to the front arm. Oh, wait, what did select hierarchy, display. There we go. Oh, that's what happened. Alright. So now let's go ahead and try this again with this last one. Modify. Metal transforms. F. What's going on here? W. I'm still all screwed up on this. Why am I still screwed up? That should have worked. Select hierarchy. Oh, I see. I see what you did. Apply. Apply. You know what? Screw it. Screw it. Right about there. No, fingers got. Now I notice that the fingers got curved like right there. There we go. Select, freeze, select hierarchy, display, boom. There we go. Now it should be good. Ha! I'm a genius. Control one. There we go. There we go. So now we just gotta go back through here and rename these real fast. Oh, I don't want you. I just want you. My tool. There we go. And we're gonna go left thumb. Oh, yeah. Left thumb. Let's go with pads first. So I'm gonna go ahead and select these and rename. No, I want these. Rename. Rename. Select these. Deselect pad. Select control. Rename. 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 And then let's go to these. We're gonna rename. This one is, which one is that one? Oh, middle. And I messed up right there, didn't I? Yeah, I did. That was supposed to be index, not thumb. Oh, I'll fix that right here in a jiffy. Rename. Rename. And let's bring that over here. Index. There we go. Thumb. See how much faster it is to be able to just use a tool like this. So much better. And let's go ring. And there we go. I'm going to show you how to connect them properly. Oh, just got to make sure we have them all frozen. So you want to select the control, go select the joint. So driver driven, so the control drives the joint. Constrain, and we're going to do orientation, orient. And we're going to do the same for each one of the finger joints. So get ready to press G a lot. Why does it seem like my wrist is off a little bit? Oh, that's why. So let's undo those real fast. Because I've got to fix this. Which also means we've got to redo, which means I have to redo this part. Which is really annoying, but it happens. What happened there? There we go. Freeze. That's good. Just checking making sure everything is good on here. We're gonna need to rotate this. There we go. Freeze. That's not right. Freeze. I thought it was right when I did this. There we go. There we go. Freeze. We didn't move this one, but we did move this one. There we go. G. And we're gonna go like this. Position it just where you want it. There we go. That is good now. Modify all transforms. And sometimes it's not going to be too big of a deal. But it's always good to double check. These were straight before, weren't they? There we go. freeze. Yeah, so now I'm going to have to check the fingers just to make sure they are straight with, there we go, that one is good. Maybe the fingers are the thing that's a little crooked. Freeze. I think it's the fingers. Freeze. There we go. Alright, so now let's try this again. Freeze. So honestly, the best way to do the finger, to like do the right side, is you could duplicate these like I did with the shoulder. But it's gonna you're gonna run into problems that you're gonna need to fix stuff and just do what I'm doing now. Like the controls will be there, but it I'm trying to still figure out a better way of like duplicate mirroring controls. It has not been the easiest thing as of right now. I know there's got to be an easier way. Come on. There we go. Then all you want to do is do an orient constraint onto these joints, and you will be able to move the fingers. Give someone a finger. Whatever you want with these. There we go. Let's just double check how this looks. Oh, I forgot. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and go back up here, select by name, star underscore bind, and select the skin, bind skin again, go to NG skin school, initialize skin, paint, I guess you don't need to click paint, click off, click on the back on base weight, delete, and then you just want import the weight you just did by vertex ID. So now your finger controls will work. There we go. And go ahead and go through them and just test to make sure the fingers are bending the way they need to. If not, you'll just have to go, you'll need to go back and play around with the fingers, the joints. This is going to be a very busy. Alright. Alright, so go ahead and close all of these. And you want to select them all. Select the handrest that the controls are on and press P. So now, there you go. So now I'm going to go ahead and speed up and do everything we need, do the other hands the same exact way. Okay, so with the controls being done, we are going to be doing the IKFK system and the switch in the next video. So far, I've had issues, and these videos are longer than what I wanted, but I'm having a blast. So, I'll see you on the next video.